Our workplace is full of hazards. Hazards that can hurt us or kill us. Controlling these hazards and preventing injuries is the point of our safety and health program. One such hazard is the one presented by the unsafe operation of powered industrial trucks, commonly called forklifts or lift trucks. Ensuring that drivers operate forklifts in a safe manner can prevent injuries and save lives. That is the point of our facilities policies regarding the operation of powered industrial trucks. And that is the point of this program. So pay close attention as we get to the point about safe forklift operation. Unbalanced loads, inclined surfaces, blocked views, operator inattention, and unsuspecting pedestrians. All are potential causes of injury and property damage related to powered industrial trucks. Forklifts have the potential to be very dangerous, so it is critical that operators remain focused on their job and take all the necessary precautions to avoid property damage and injuries. Our organization has implemented an operator training and certification program as required by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, and their standard powered industrial trucks. An operator of a powered industrial truck must be trained on the specific type of truck they will be certified to operate. In order to be certified, an operator must demonstrate that they fully understand the instruments and controls of the vehicle and that they are able to operate the truck proficiently and in a safe manner. The first point that an operator must understand about forklifts is that they maneuver much differently than an automobile. An automobile steers by turning the two front wheels, while a forklift steers by turning the rear wheels. This rear wheel steering creates a tight turning radius, allowing a forklift to maneuver in tight places. This configuration also causes the rear end to swing wide and in the opposite direction of a turn. Also, a lift truck weighs more than a typical car. Because of its weight and ability to carry heavy loads, a lift truck will take longer to stop than a car. In order for a powered industrial truck to be operated safely, it must be in good working order. This is the point of the pre-operational inspection. The pre-operational inspection should be performed before the forklift is used for the first time during each shift. Start by making a complete circle around the vehicle, looking for fluid leaks, and checking the tires for damage. Then, make sure the forks and their pins are in good condition. Also, check the hydraulic hoses, mast chains, and cables for damage, kinks, or excessive wear. If the vehicle is equipped with guarding or a seat belt, it should be in place and in good condition. Next, safely mount the truck using 3 points of contact and test the function and proper operation of the controls. If you discover any problems you can't remedy yourself during the inspection, you should tag the unit out of service and report the problem. Do not use a defective lift truck. Another important point is that forklift operators must be able to determine the lifting capacity of the forklift they operate. The distance from the mast to the center of gravity of the load is called the load center. This load center distance greatly impacts the lifting capacity of any powered industrial truck. Every lift truck has a load capacity printed on its data plate. This is the maximum weight that the truck can lift safely for a given load center. A forklift's base of support can be represented by a triangle, which is often called the stability triangle. The combination of the center of gravity of the load and the center of gravity of the forklift will create a combined center of gravity. The location of this combined center of gravity relative to the forklift's base of support plays a large factor in a forklift's stability. When the combined center of gravity of the lift truck and the load is within the stability triangle, the lift truck will be stable. When the combined center of gravity shifts outside of the stability triangle, the forklift will be unstable and may tip over. In order to keep a powered industrial truck stable and avoid tip-overs, operators must make it a point to understand how to operate the truck in a manner that keeps the center of gravity inside the stability triangle. When traveling, the momentum created by turning and stopping will move the center of gravity closer to the outer edges of the stability triangle. This is why operators should travel with the load low to the ground and keep their speed slow and controlled to maximize stability. In addition, the forces created by raising a load will move the center of gravity closer to the leading edge of the stability triangle. This is why operators must always come to a complete stop before raising a load. And of course, you should never turn with a raised load. Turning at a high rate of speed or moving with a raised load can cause the center of gravity to move beyond the base of support, making the lift truck unstable and more likely to tip over. Inclined surfaces are also particularly dangerous, and great caution must be taken to avoid turning over. When traveling on a slope or incline, always travel straight up or down. Do not travel at an angle, and avoid turning until the truck is completely off the incline. Also, when the truck is loaded, keep the load facing uphill. This means you should back down a ramp when carrying a load. Operators must also make it a point to lift and place loads properly to prevent injuries and property damage. First, make sure that the load is secure and does not exceed the lifting capacity of the lift truck. Then, position the truck and forks so the forks can enter the pallet opening. Drive forward until the pallet is seated against the mast, and then lift the load a few inches off the floor. Once lifted, tilt the load back slightly. Seating the load against the mast and tilting the load back increases stability. Before backing out, make sure you have safe clearance behind and around the truck and that no pedestrians are behind you. When placing a load onto a rack, remember to come to a complete stop before raising the load to the appropriate height. Then, drive forward very slowly and come to a complete stop when the pallet is in position. Then, lower the pallet into position. Look around and behind you before backing out. Come to a complete stop as soon as the forks are clear of the pallet and rack, then lower the forks to a safe travel level before proceeding. When removing a load from a rack, be sure to come to a complete stop as soon as the load is clear of the rack. Then, lower the load to a safe travel level before proceeding. When finished with the forklift, park it in an approved area. When leaving the forklift unattended, lower the forks to the floor, set the parking brake, and remove the key. When powered industrial trucks strike pedestrians or collide with fixed objects or other vehicles, serious injury or property damage will occur. This is why operators of powered industrial trucks must make it a point to always practice safe driving techniques. As you travel along your route, look forward and along your travel path. Keep your load low to the ground so it will not block your view. If you must travel with a load that obstructs your line of sight, turn around and drive in reverse so you can travel with an unobstructed view. When driving in reverse, be sure to keep your hand and arm inside the protected area of the safety cage. When following other vehicles, maintain a 3-truck distance between you and the one in front of you. Be very cautious when turning, especially in tight quarters. Many incidents occur when the rear end strikes something or someone while turning. Make a complete stop at all intersections. Sound your horn and look both ways for vehicle traffic or pedestrians. Keep in mind that pedestrians always have the right of way. Operators should make eye contact with nearby pedestrians and signal them when it is safe to cross your path. Never drive your vehicle directly towards a person standing in front of a fixed object, and never allow anyone to be under a raised load. Do not allow anyone to ride on the forklift, and never use the forklift to raise personnel on the forks unless it is on a properly secured, approved maintenance work platform. Loading docks are often the scene of many tragic forklift incidents. You must use extreme caution when operating your vehicle near loading docks or in trailers. Before loading or unloading a vehicle, make sure its wheels are chalked. If the trailer isn't attached to a truck, make sure jack stands are in place to keep it stable. If a dock locking system is used, make sure it is engaged and secured properly. Before entering a trailer with a forklift, inspect the flooring to make sure it is in good condition and can support the weight of the lift truck and load. Proceed slowly when moving in and out of trailers. Your eyes may need to adjust to changing light conditions. Always keep the lift truck a safe distance from the edge of the loading dock and keep a sharp lookout for other forklifts, pedestrians, and obstacles. Loading docks can be very busy, and safe operation requires the operator's undivided attention. Safe forklift operation. As an operator of a powered industrial truck, keeping you and your coworkers safe while avoiding collisions and property damage is your #1 priority. In this program, we've discussed safe forklift operating practices and pointed out that following these safe operating practices can prevent injuries and fatalities. After all, preventing injuries is the point of our safety and health program, which is why you must make it a point to be safe.